will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UTEP's offense will have the football first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Looking to throw on third. Takes a hit as he fires. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. Quickly complete. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. The Mustangs will punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Might as well give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They just keep firing. It's complete. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Miners have moved it inside the 20. Second down, they'll go to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. All right, guys, let's step back here and talk UTEP. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think...
There he goes! They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Miners trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UTEP! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Ruiz. That was a clinic, running the ball. playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Escapes trouble. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after.
And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Looking to fire. And wings it incomplete. Misconnection leaves him with a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. And the Miners line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. To the air on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Right on the money. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Moffitt. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Miners will have it 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a win.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He makes the grab. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
He's got his man. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll line up for a second down play. Makes the catch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Fires to the tight end. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs have this offense rolling. Gonna look downfield again. Firing to the right, complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Looking for blockers. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where am I...
There he goes. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Gets the first himself. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Power football with the run. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Smalls. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Miners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together. Going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game, and I want to chew a lot of this clock.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wideout. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Hauls it in. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protected.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. It's Moffitt. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. The Miners will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Caught near the sticks. It's Meredith. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Meredith. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. The Mustangs are rolling down the field. Wants to throw again. Plucks it out of the air. He smashes his way through again. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Mustangs with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time he's got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains into the 22. The Mustangs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Here comes the heat. Working that left side now. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. And the Mustangs are threatening in the red zone. this on the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams.
They'll run it from the gun.
This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Moffitt. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. Quarterback on the keeper. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The give to the tailback. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miners!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good. It's 24-13.
That makes the score. UTEP 24, SMU 13.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. His drive will open from the 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in. It's dropped. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The play action fake. Shoots it to the left. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. And the try is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go.
Breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
On the ground, it's Booker. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Miners will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. 1st and 10 from their own 17. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. There he goes. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Mustangs are on the move.
First down.
He's got it on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Mustangs just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Quarterback adapted. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Fights off a defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They're working that left side. Great move. Now he's got room. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now
he's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They want that clock to run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. They go to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smalls. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Miners will line it up on 1st and 10. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Miners will send out the punt unit. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset